How to build your own ChatGPT using Python and the GPT-3 API. In this video, I'll teach you how to build your own ChatGPT with few lines of Python code and the GPT-3 API. This AI will be able to run and work like ChatGPT on your terminal. So without talking much, let's jump right in. First, we need to create an OpenAI account to get our API. If this is your first time creating an OpenAI account, you should get a $5 free month trial. These trials were initially $18, but now it is now $5 because OpenAI internal data show that people were able to make 750 API calls with just the $5 trials, and that is a lot. So in order to generate our OpenAI account, we need to go to OpenAI website, which is platform.openai.com/account/API-keys. When the page finishes loading up, you will be asked to log in. Go ahead and do that. After logging in, you will see a button on the API keys page that says create new secret key. Go ahead and click this button. Give it a name. It can be anything. I'll call mine AI bot. Copy your API key to a note, paste it in a note on your computer, and make sure it's saved. We will come back for it. Go to your desktop, create a new folder for this project, call it whatever you want. I'll call mine AI bot. Before we proceed, make sure you have Python installed on your computer. If you do, go ahead and open up the folder we created on our desktop on any Python IDE or code editor of your choice. I'm going to be using VS Code. After opening your folder, create a new file inside the folder on your code editor. Call it main.py. This is where we are going to write our code. Before we proceed, make sure you have the virtual environment installed on our project, so we will be able to install OpenAI package for Python. To install virtual environment on our project, open up your terminal and run the command pip install virtual env. This should install virtual environment on our project. After that, let's activate the virtual environment. To do that, you need to run python -mvenv space env. This should activate virtual environment on our project, and you should notice a new folder called env in your root folder. Close up your terminal and reopen it, so our terminal will be able to activate the virtual environment. After that, let's install the OpenAI package. To do that, run pip install OpenAI on your terminal. Then we are set. Let's start coding. Now let's open our main.py page. The first thing we need to do is import our OpenAI package. After that, let's create a variable that takes in our API. So call it openai.api_key is equals. Then go back to where you saved your API key, copy this key, then paste it. Now we need to create a function. So we need a function that takes in question and give us an answer. So go ahead and define a function, call it ask question, and allow it to take an argument called question. After that, make a colon, make a line break. Now we need to create a variable called prompt. So this is the prompt that takes in our question and give us an answer. So after that, go ahead and create another variable called response. So go ahead and create a variable called response. So this is the variable that takes in our question and run it through the OpenAI engine and give us an answer. So create the variable. So in between these brackets, we are going to define the kind of engine we are using, our prompt and max token, the number, and the stop and the temperature. So go ahead and write engine. The engine we'll be using is text-davinci-003. Go ahead, put a comma. Now our prompt is equal to the prompt we defined earlier. Go ahead and write a comma. And next, our max tokens is equal 100. Go ahead, make a comma. And our n is equals 1. Go ahead, comma. Then our stop is none. Make sure the none starts with a capital letter N. After that, our temperature is 0.7. Now let's create a variable for our answer. So answer is equals response those choices, then text those strip. Now let's return answer. Now after that, we are going to create a while. So after that, we are going to create a while statement, and this is because we don't want the program to stop after giving us an answer. We want the program to continue. So go ahead and write while is equals to while true, then colon, user question is. So go ahead and write in the input function or the input method. This is a built-in method on Python. So go ahead, user question is equals input, then open bracket. This is where our question comes in. This is what the user is going to see. So you can go ahead and write enter your question, then also open a bracket inside this, and we should be able to let the user know that okay, once you're done and you want to quit the program, type in this specific letter. So we are going to be using Q in this case, Q for quit. Then let's create an if statement to be able to stop the program when a specific letter, which is Q, is passed into the program. So this is the function that breaks the code once Q is passed into the program. Go ahead and create a line break. Then answer is equals ask underscore question, then open bracket, user question, then close bracket. Then go ahead and make another line break, then print open bracket answer, and we are done. So go ahead and run your program and ask it questions and anything, and it should give it the same reply as ChatGPT. Now that we have written this Python code, we should be able to run this Python code and we should be able to interact with our AI on our terminal, and we should get the same answer ChatGPT would give us. If you get stuck, the full code is on my GitHub account, and if this is your first time on my YouTube, please don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video to someone who you think might need it. Otherwise, see you in my next video.